What's up, people? This is Jimmy of Buy the Hood. Just want to make this quick video. Our objective with the Buy the Hood organization is to share as much information as possible to help build wealth in our communities and to help strengthen our communities. So with that being said, I want to start this series where I share different calculations you can do when you're making a decision on a real estate property for investment purposes. So don't make this your final decision. Don't say, hey, well, this works, so I'm going to go through with it. But just pay attention. You may know these things, you may not know these things, but there's some quick napkin calculations that I do. So this is the first in that series, and this is the rent to cost. Here's a quick napkin calculation known as the rent to cost. All right. So this is known as the rent to cost. And when you use this to compare properties, not make a final decision. But you can use this to get a quick indication of whether a property is a good buy and hold investment. So this is for my buy and hold investors out there. How you calculate this is you take your monthly rent and you divide it by your total costs. Now, what are your total costs? That's the purchase price of the property, plus any rehab costs you have. Don't mind my handwriting. Plus any sort of acquisition cost that you may have. That's how you get your total costs. So let's just say, for argument's sake, your total cost here, after you add all those things up, you're buying a property, your total costs are about $95,000. And let's say that your rent is about $1,000 a month. So remember the formula, right? The formula we showed you above is your monthly rent divided by your total costs. So in this example, it's 1,000 divided by 95,000. And to do that math, right, you're talking about, that gives you an answer of 0.010. All right. Turn this into a percentage, that's about 1%. And here's the thing about a rent to cost, right? Cheaper properties generally have a higher rent to cost, and you should always look for something that's actually above 1%. So coming in at 1% or below, if you ever do this calculation and you get 1% or below, it's not a good buy and hold property. So considering this one came in at 1%, right on the nose, no. This property wouldn't be a good buy and hold property. So if you're out looking at a bunch of properties, you can do this quick napkin calculation to figure out which one makes a better buy and hold property. But in this example I just gave, 1%, nah, I'm cool. Remember, you're always putting your money to work, and the objective is to get as much money as possible when you put your money to work. So when looking at properties and you're comparing which one is a good investment versus another, this is just a quick napkin calculation to figure out which one is a better investment.